All right. Okay, so I'm gonna copy some meshes from the other version. For some reason it takes forever to open, but this one is opening super quick, which is awesome. Maybe now we can take a look. Take a look at the template and see what other mechanics I can implement here. Yeah, for some reason the rocket launcher kinda likes to fire very, kinda takes like trajectory that goes down. This is probably another thing that I might make use of. We can have like toxic areas that you need to where's the... Oh, there you go. Oh, okay. So there's one for the face and one for the head. Okay. It's kind of funny because the character has a... Oh! Wow, I think they fixed this thing where with the camera distance. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Still wanna ask and see what was that? Hey, that's very awesome. I was not expecting that to get fixed. What happened to the flashbang effect? Oh, did they change the flashbang effect? Or is it just a post process? Probably. There's the poison grenade, Paint grenade, that's kind of funny. Hide from enemy or retreat. We need to put this to the test, because does this really block the AI sight? That's a good question. Okay, so we can make the enemies slower by freezing them, and we can burn them, which is kind of cool. I'm not sure if we can get those effects into the bullets instead of just the melee weapons. Cool. Well, that's very awesome. I think the retargeter distance, camera distance issue got fixed. That's super awesome. Nice. I think I told the developer about this, but I was not expecting him to make those changes, which is very awesome. Kind of cool. Now he made it so you can turn it on, all the things. These are probably just the skills. I think I haven't tried this one. Oh, cool. So you kind of like make it levitate and right click, or wait. Oh, okay. So it's alt right click. The problem is that it pushes you out of the character. That's kind of funky. I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to work on the build. That's kind of cool. We got night vision, thermal vision, smell, sensation. That's clean dirty. Wash up. Okay, that's kind of fun. Rookie professional squad. Okay, we can call reinforcements. That's kind of cool. I haven't tried the teleport feature. I haven't tried that one before. So I think it's hold 1 and alt keys. Or oh crap, nice. And then I need to make another one with the 2 and alt. So I think it is like okay, and then this is the exit. I think so. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, we have this kind of healing stuff, food stuff. It would be nice to just make it so I can double click on it. Because yeah, this menu, it's a little funky. There's some new stuff in here. Okay. Okay. It shows you kind of like where to put things. I've seen some images of like kind of like some like magic spells kind of thing. I'm not sure how to use those yet. There's stealth mode, but We have a little arena here. I haven't tested this one. Alt B. Yeah, the whole AI stealth kind of thing, it's still a little bit rough, but it's kind of cool that I think that's gonna get implemented. I would love to have a stealth kill. That'll be super awesome. Okay, I think we went through probably the whole thing. Probably. I think there's a little bit more here. Hey, how's it going? For some reason the doors are missing. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to the doors, but that's okay. This is a template I'm using for my game. It's called the RPG engine. I'm just going around the template just to see if I'm missing anything. There's a couple of things I haven't tested. I think I've done everything so far. The thing is that okay, we got like a basic dialogue quest system. That's kind of cool. We got materials for crafting. That's very cool. New skill tree selection, crafting. We have NPC vendor, which is awesome. Hunger and thirst. Little minimap. Cameras. I haven't used those before, but that's gonna be cool. I forgot how was this thing for it to appear on the screen. But the thing I'm wondering about is the no no Blender has been used for this project. The only thing I'm not sure about is that I've seen pictures of this template like with like magic spells, like some like I haven't seen any of that. I need to ask. That's the only thing I think I haven't been able to figure out. Oh, nice! They fixed the retargeter distance, which is super awesome. Before, when I used to get away from this, the camera, it used to mess up the character. Nice. Now it doesn't do that anymore. Wow, that's super awesome. Yeah, the developer of this template is super amazing. Like, I keep bothering him all the time. I'm like, hey dude, like I just found a new bug. I found this and that. But these are like very like important things, you know. Like I think if he wants to, you know, to make this like a very good template, I think he's in a super good track because he's actually fixing a bunch of stuff that people are finding and stuff. So it's really making the whole template better for everyone. It's sometimes I'm like wondering like, am I the only one like going so deep into the template? Because I found some stuff that was a little bit kind of like, come on, dude. That's very cool. Yeah, I found some bugs that I was like, bro, like, haven't you tested this? Like, come on, this is like very basic stuff. But yeah, he's fixing a lot of stuff, which is super awesome. Very very happy. And I still got a not a huge list of bugs, but there's some stuff I need to just kind of like make a small recording and just drop it in the Discord, because if I keep holding to these bugs, the list is gonna get very long. And yeah, and the whole thing with this template is like the whole update I was trying to make is to have the building system and to have the destructible items, which I'm super happy that these are now working. This is the whole reason I updated the project. Now we have a building system with destructible actors, so I'm like super happy about this. Now I can make like glass break and items break and like barrels explode and a bunch of stuff, just to make the whole environment more interactive. That's gonna be very cool. Yeah, I mean, he's focusing on just making new features and making this like a very very cool template for buyers in the marketplace, right? Like he wants to add as much things as possible, so when you come into this thing, you are like, oh my god, I have mantling, I have all this super cool gasp animation, and I have all this cool stuff. But when you put it to the test, you start finding little things. But he's super awesome. Like he's been giving me a lot of support with this template. Okay, let's see. Yeah, my best advice when making a game solo, it's to focus on the game, not so much on the assets, on the art, and making everything from scratch. That's probably, yeah, I will probably stay away from that. So what do we need here? We need the outside, and we got a crash. That outside, it's a little bit heavy. Also, because I have this other project here, and just wanna double check. And get some stuff. We are missing some concrete pieces from here. Just gonna go around the map and try to bring the pieces that I'm missing. I'm gonna make all these assets probably not cast shadows, some of them, so we can save on performance, because this is a little bit too much. This area, it's a little bit too heavy. Especially because, yeah, too much little tubes and little things. I think the shadows is what is really messing up with this. Because the geometry is not so dense. Thankfully the new, you see, like, she's doing some kind of like spell or something. Like, I want to see if that's possible. I'm not sure. Making assets from scratch is super awesome for sure. It's just that it just takes a lot. Trying to find this. Le iba a mandar el sticker el conejito, la capibara, no sé, que tenía como el pelo arreglado, pero no lo encontré. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to make original stuff. I like kit bashing a lot. Alright, so we are back in here. Okay, let's see if we can actually get the assets. Because I was trying to move all these assets from one level to the other, but I missed some of them that these were created with the modeling tools, but when I copied the data layer that was holding those assets, it was not, the assets were not in here, so they did not get copied. So here what I'm going to do is try to get the rest. I'm missing a couple assets. Just so we can leave the older version. I believe I'm missing some stuff here. Yeah, definitely. It's very satisfying when you do something and it looks nice. Okay, now I want to see what assets are we missing. Okay, we are not missing anything here. Okay, cool. I thought I was missing something. Nope, we got that. That's very nice. I'm just missing a couple of assets. Since I spent a lot of time just making these rooms, I wanna make sure that I got them right. I think we got everything here as well. Yeah. Oh, we are missing another one here. Ah, ChatGPT. Oh, that's nice. Oh, aha. Okay. That's super funny. I'm missing these ones, but this project should include them. I don't know why they're not in there. Anyways, let's fill that spot. And in here I missing this one, little tiny thing here. Okay, nice. All right, some rooms are a little bit empty. It's okay, we're gonna get that detail in there, no problem. Okay, I believe this one. I'm looking for pieces of concrete that are missing, and I think we probably got them. Here there's another thing that is not working properly, and I believe it's the I think we don't have those we have some invisible cubes that I use for the line trace to be able to mantle on some stuff. Let's see if we can get those. There you go. That one. This one. And I believe there's another one here. There's one, and I think there's another one here. Invisible cubes that for some reason this one doesn't want to show up. Okay, let's put them here. There you go. And in that case, I'm just gonna, to be honest, I'm just gonna copy that one and push it to the other side. Maybe it did not get copied. Kind of like that. Those cubes are for me to be able to mantle over here. So let's try it and see if we can actually climb up that ledge. Because without that cube, it's not going to line trace properly. There you go. Now I can climb there. That's awesome. Awesome, that works. Perfect. Then we can make these ladders look a little nicer. Actually, I think I did that already. I'm not sure. There are so many versions of this project. It's need to clean it up. Just have the latest version and the one with the outside. Yep, we have this ladder thing. So I think that's not such a big change. Wow, so many little things that I didn't take in consideration. Static mesh right there. That's very nice. When it comes to height, I think it was... Ah, I see. Okay, I added a little one extra. It's right there. No, I think that's good. Okay. It was just the static mesh. Alright, cool. So this room, I think it's nice. I think it's not missing anything else. So let's try the next one. I think we are not missing anything here. That's great. Oh, I'm checking the copy one. Yeah, just need to make sure that I'm actually checking the right project. I believe there's nothing else. Yep, I don't remember anything else missing here. I think we're good in here as well. Area number 6. And I think we are very good in here as well. Yeah, it was just a couple of little meshes. Thankfully it was not too much that I missed. Alright, we are clean. Nice. Everything's sweet. That's awesome. Let's see if we can actually finish the migration from the older version to the newest. And that's super awesome. Okay, so what else? Okay, copy concrete missing meshes from previous version. I think we did that. Add ammunition, water, and food. Okay, we're gonna do that. Check ammo damage. Okay, for the ammunition damage, I totally forgot how to call how the data asset was called, so we're gonna find that out. No se parece, nada más me da demasiada risa ese sticker con el pelo lacio y todo. Qué tuanis, qué tuanis. ¿Cómo se llama la que estoy viendo ahorita? More fixes. Okay. Minor UI fix and more fixes here. Okay, that's the thing. I need to keep up to date with these ones. But what I'm looking for now is the damage, the weapon damage. Qué linda la gallina. Yo tenía una que se llamaba Larissa y daba huevos y todo. Y las que planes. Alright. So, let's see if we can find it. Oh, there you go. This is the one. Without this Discord chat, I wouldn't be able to find this stuff. Okay, and I believe that we don't need... Nope, I think we don't need this project anymore. We can close it. Okay, here I wanna find this data asset. Okay. It's set to 50. So we wanna change also, not only for the casual. Data asset AD ammo casual. Control B. Let's see if we can find the other ones. Explosive, rifle, okay, I thought I had that. There you go. Okay. Yeah, the explosive doesn't do any damage for some reason. So we're gonna change it to 25 as the casual 9mm. The electro also 25 and also 25. I want them to do all the same amount of damage. And also I like to put this one in the collection, just so I can have it, I can find it easier. Alright, so we check the ammo damage, which is nice, and then add ammunition, water and food to the level. And nice, I think that's it. And we got it, and we are back on track. Yeah, the outside layer, I'm not gonna deal with that right now. It's causing some problems. Let's check it out. Where should we add ammo and resources? I got some rooms where I could probably add it. Oh, I see another thing that I want to change. There's this Niagara effect that got messed up in 5.6 for some reason. I'm just gonna take it out. Here's a change in temperature. I think it's post-process volume. I'm not sure where this post-process volume comes from, but we don't want that change. That change in temperature from warm to cold right there. Yeah, I think the stream is gonna get every time more boring from now on. Now that I finished with the level, well, not totally finished, but the level is like maybe, let's say 90% done. Now it's just gonna be a matter of polishing stuff. Okay, what is this post process? It's infinite. It's, yeah, it's right there. Why are we having a change of temperature here? Doesn't make sense. There's a second post-process volume. Okay. There's a second post-process volume that I don't see here. I only see it on playtime. What? That's strange. Yep. And it's part of the research facility. Okay. I see. Post-process volume 2. Part of the research facility. There you go. Post-process volume 2 and 4. These two are part of this. They should not get loaded. In here. If that doesn't fix it, we will need to change the volume itself. And I believe nope, we are still getting warm and we are getting cold temperatures here. Yeah, still appearing where it's supposed not to appear. So I guess we're gonna find this one, change a little bit the space where it's appearing. That's one. And the other one is outside here, huh? They're not infinite, no. And we are getting the issues somewhere here. Wait, somewhere here. Yep, I can see it right there. Yep, it's this one. It's kinda funky because the volume is not that close. Okay. Yeah, these post-process volumes, when you have multiple post-process volumes, it's always such a mess. I guess I'm just gonna try to and then you have this area that is not being covered by it. Yep, I think it's not affecting this anymore. I thought they had a volume because it kind of like respects the volume, but it seems that it's not really respecting the volume. It kind of comes out of the volume. There's this priority setting, and there's some distance to that priority setting, but that's very weird that it gets actually out of the volume. Well, and also it should not even be loaded at that time. This post-process volume here is not doing anything, so I guess we're just gonna get rid of that one. Yeah, the less we have, the better. Okay, we want something cold for this research lab. and then we want something warmer. Unfortunately here we're gonna come into something warm into cold. It might look cool actually this transition. I think, yeah, this is kind of like a happy mistake. I think it might be very cool to walk from warm to cold. If we keep the post process right there, cutting half of the room, I think it might be very cool. As the same here, we're gonna go from cold back to warm, so I think it makes sense. Kind of cool little thing. Yeah, we go back to warm, and here we want to keep it like this, so it covers that whole area. All right, I think that kind of works. Not sure what area are we on. Area 2. So we come here. It's perfect. We don't have that issue anymore. That's very good. Now let's add some resources. These little rooms I'm gonna use as like recharge. Okay.
Que sí me parezco cuando estoy en modo serio, según yo. Bueno, yo quiero pero un gallo. Es que no sé, me gusta cuando uno se levanta como a las 5 de la mañana a veces y escuchar como el sonido de un gallo es como, no sé, es bonito. Pero es que sí hay que tener como campo para tener luz. Hace mucho popó. Sí, hasta gallinas has tenido de todo, ¿verdad? Por si hasta compraste conejo. Por si hasta compraste ese conejo.
No aparece el conejito, lastimosamente. Ya los conejos chiquititos los logramos agarrar, están en una jaula, apartados. Y parece que la coneja volvió a quedar embarazada, entonces sí. ¿Y qué más? Sí, ese chiquitito no ha aparecido. Y bueno, los estamos, creo que mañana mi papá los va a ir a regalar. Los llevaron a la veterinaria hoy, pero no los aceptaron. Let's get some ammunition. Hey Orange. Yes, I'm testing the map, and I'm trying to do some resource management. Trying to add a ammunition, little things, so we can do a whole run without getting thirsty or hungry or. This is the one template. Let's load this data layer. Yeah, I'm trying to make a full run, test the map out, and then I think next step will be thinking about some puzzles, some cool stuff that I could add. To the thing, so it's not so linear. We got I don't know what happened to the doors here, but I think the doors might come present if I play. Or maybe they got deleted for some reason. But yeah, we have different types of doors. There's yeah, we're missing the doors. There's your typical door, your lock door. We have some puzzles like this kind of cable thing. Doors where you need to like kind of like turn a valve, so it makes you Makes you go slower. In case you have like enemies behind you, you need to like finish them. But what I'm looking for now is you got energy drinks, food and water. This looks like some mosquito thing that you burn. Cough syrup. That's it's kind of funky. It's okay. We're gonna get some cool static meshes for that. And ammunition. Yeah, let's get some ammunition. For the rifle, let's send all of this back to 0. Sweet. Let's push it out of the template data layer. Hide it and unload it. And now I want to see I think I got both of them. Yeah, we just need one. It'll be cool to make like a cool little box. Your typical sci-fi crate. It looks like that bubblegum that comes into like a little thing like that. Okay, cool. Now we can actually bring that to the first room. Which I'm not really sure where it is. Maybe I should have done this differently by just copying the location. Yeah, that's kind of funny. I'm gonna change these static meshes to something cooler. Just want to place them in there so to see if I can make a full run. There's a water system, like I have a swimming system here, so I was thinking like it would be super awesome, and this was actually recommended by somebody in the chat, to have some kind of like drainage system where you need to like make the water level go higher or lower so you can go through different areas. I've seen that in video games. Also going through like very tiny tunnels where you need to find air pockets and stuff. That's also very cool. Okay, I think we can go through all this area without needing any resources. Okay, and then we can have resources back. Yeah, I need to figure out how to make breakable items. It shouldn't be that hard now that we have the building system with like breakable stuff. That's just placed in there. Yeah, it would be nice to have some kind of crate. And maybe we can always just delete it. Kind of want to place it. In these rooms. Yeah, there's somebody using the template who integrated the boss toolkit thing, so it's super cool. I would love to have that. Okay, let's add another one here. Maybe the enemies drop some kind of like code, and these boxes have some kind of code that I can use to access these supplies. That would be nice. And maybe we can have another. Oh, what is this? Oh, we can probably have another one here. Probably putting them, like, I'm probably adding more than we need. Okay, I'm gonna make a group of this, and I'm gonna load the research facility because I cannot see what's going on. And then I'm going to add some of these here. Now that I think about it, we probably don't need this. This gun modification stuff. Just being careful not to select anything else. Why is it like that? Yeah, trying to. Oh, yeah, this is a group actor. It's like super convenient just in there. Okay, and I think we should probably be good with this one, but let's kind of add another one. I think right here, before getting out the elevator. That's cool. And let's add the final one on the cryo chamber. Hopefully we don't get a crash. Okay, yeah, that room is very heavy. It's the most heavy room in the level. All right, so we can have that. That's a crazy room. And I always get lost in here. Wanna change the lights to red. I think it's gonna look very nice. Again, I'm gonna delete all of that. Then I will find cool ways to like actually find these resources. Maybe we can have them inside these eggs. Maybe some of them are going to get dropped by the enemies. Maybe we can find them inside like little boxes, crates, or destructibles, stuff like that. Kind of like that's something I need to figure out with testing. And I think we can just unload everything. And this one is also part of each individual data layer, but let's just leave it there for now. I think it's good. The outside layer, we can probably deal with that after the test. So yeah, let's give it a test. Why is it giving me that ray tracing message? We have nothing loaded in the map. What the hell is going on? This landscape is super tiny. Something's telling me that it has to do with the ultra dynamic sky. Maybe that's freaking out, because the crashes I'm getting are outside, and the amount of topology I have outside is not bigger than the amount of, I mean, the polygons I have outside are less than the ones I have in the cryo chamber. So there's something going on with the ultra dynamic sky. Maybe some shadows or something. I'm gonna deactivate the shadows on that outside geometry, and maybe we can get a we can stop having those crashes. Because there's a like a whole industrial area here outside, but don't want to activate it now. It gets me crashes. That cube trace, we need to deactivate it. Oh, so enemies are actually working, it's just that they're not patrolling. Oh, okay. I need to try to add the patrol splines and see. Oh, they forgot about me. What? Definitely a lot of work to be done with the AI. That guy doesn't know how to use the shield. That's another thing I need to set up. I think we got all of them. I think there's another one maybe. There you go. Oh, getting stuck with that. Damn it. What the hell are you doing, dude? Yeah, I need to try with the patrol spline. Maybe now it's working. Okay, we don't have the post-process volume issue anymore. That's great. Nice, we got some resources. Kind of funky menu, to be honest. Yeah, the UI is gonna take me some effort to get very nice. What is somebody shooting? Okay, yeah, I forgot I had some enemies. There's another thing I need to do, which is the collisions. I need to change the collisions for the meshes so the bullet trace doesn't go through. That's a big problem, to be honest, and there's just too many meshes. I need to see if I can do that using the property matrix, but I'm not sure if I will be able to. Oof, because it's yeah, it's gonna be too much work to get all of those collision settings in place. There might be a way to do that. Things. Oh, there's a huge frame rate. There's like crazy frame drops when I go through the scope. There's some post-process material nonsense going on in there. Because first the aim looks super milky, and it's dropping frames like crazy. Yeah, there must be a better way to do this. Yeah, I do like the change from first person to second, from third to first, but just really. But I'm very happy, to be honest. Like I'm very happy. Like they fixed, yeah. They fixed a lot of stuff that I was complaining about, which is very exciting. And there's a new there's a couple extra bug fixes that I haven't done yet, so I need to check those out. Okay. Yep, frame rates are not bad. I'm getting around 40-50 on the editor. So maybe I might be able to hit 60 on a build. And I'm also gonna limit the frame rate to 60. I don't think I wanna have it extra. Go beyond. I was limiting the frame rate to 30. And it was just running super nicely. But I think I want to see if I can hit 60 frames per second. That would be awesome. Okay, we're running out of ammo. Even though I had like ammo laying around everywhere, I'm still running out. Yeah, maybe because I'm missing the target too much. Okay, now we're using the explosive type, which should make a little bit more damage. Yeah, here I would like the enemies to kind of like jump jump at me. Wow, why he has so much health? Like, what's going on? Ah, no, the ammo's not doing any damage, I see. Doing very little. Yeah, the electric bullets and the explosive bullets are not doing any damage. That's a problem, yeah. That's the issue right there, huh? Ah, also the electricity, I need to change it from pink to blue. That's another change I made before, but it got overridden. Did I got that enemy? Yeah, I think. Oh no, right there. Damn, these guys are hard. Yeah, also the grenades, for some reason they don't do much damage to the enemies, but they do a lot of damage to the player. That's a big problem. Yep, we ran out. And this guy just got bugged out. Crazy vehicles. Wow. I think they had like 100 health or something like it. Yeah, it doesn't make sense for this guy too. Yeah, there's some stuff going on. Like, how much more health does this guy is gonna have? Maybe that damage that is showing, it's not the damage that he's taking because he has a shield. Okay, that's most likely what's happening here. Oh. Okay, I think I will need to go into stealth mode. It will be so nice to have a stealth attack. Which is kind of funny because there is a key input for the stealth attack, but it's not it hasn't been implemented yet. That's funny. Okay. 7mm. I see. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, these 7mm bullets. The casual one is doing 25 damage, but the electro is doing 7, and the explosive is doing 0. That's the problem. That's why they're not hitting. Okay, I think yeah, I'm still not able to do the whole run through, but let's get to area number 4. Maybe 5. Yeah, let's test from here. Okay, it's okay, let's get this going. Yeah, I think we should be able to make it. Okay, I'm realizing that the items are dropping to the main floor. Oh, yeah, this robot doesn't drop. Here we need a ladder that goes up in here. Yeah, keep forgetting to add that one. Oh, here I guess we have more ammunition. Yeah. We need a ladder here and a ladder inside there so we can reach the second floor. Another issue is the wall. Yeah. One solution could be like when you aim, going into first person, or just kind of like having those materials that kind of like make the body transparent. That also makes sense. It's crazy, these grenades don't do any damage to the enemies. What? This grill right here. I'm not sure how it works, but maybe I can have that grill being part of two different levels. I mean, it looks cool, but that just complicates the whole data layer thing. Instead of getting stunned, it would be awesome to get that's another issue. I cannot interact with these items because there's the door interact volume on top of them. I'm not sure how I'm gonna fix this one, but that's a big problem. Oh, the door rotation also changed. Damn, there's so much stuff that got overridden. Damn it. This is a lot of things I've done before. Okay, it's okay. Let's go one by one and get that thing. Rotation. Yep. Open door minus 90. That's it. Data layer number 3, I guess. Let's get some of these. Oh, I remember what happened here. Yeah, this is another thing we need to get right. Just for visuals. It's just because the animation doesn't really match that one, so Those bugs are not part of the data layer. Okay. Here. Oh. I just realized that that's not snapped. Okay, maybe here and maybe... It's okay, let's just add one for now. Okay. Oh damn, this is not... yeah. Yeah, it's missing 5 units somewhere. I'm not dealing with this right now. Nope. No. Too much. Yep, not dealing with that stuff right now. Okay. Area number 3, 4, 6. Okay. I remember. Yeah, there's another mesh I'm missing in the catwalk that I need to bring. Wow, it's been 3 days just moving, like updating this project. That's a little crazy. Okay, now the door actually opens to 90 degrees. That's kind of nice. Now we have a ladder. What the hell? Oh my god. It's part of another data layer. Okay. Data layer number 3. Yep, this ladder. It should not be part of that one, but part of this one. Might as well just do it here. Okay. And I want to try something out. This grill right here. Yeah, never tried this out. What happens if you have something loaded in 2 different data layers? This one, let's have it on data layer number 3 and number 6. Oh, it goes away, but it comes. I think it, yeah, it might work. I think there are situations where you might want that. That's kind of cool. Okay. Hey, how's it going? Let's see. Let's test this out. Is it here where I'm missing that piece? Yeah. I might as well just open the other project, the other version, to get those pieces right here. Okay, let's see. Unreal Engine. You can find a lot of good information in ArtStation Learning. And there is an official course from Epic Games on Unreal Engine. But if you want something advanced, it really depends on what you want to learn, what you want to specialize on, and look for something specific to what you want to learn. Kind of hard to find like an advanced course on everything. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, we are missing a little mesh right there. Gonna get that. Yeah, ArtStation Learning is very good. There's a lot of good stuff in there. Also, the Epic Games forums, there's also a lot of tutorials that are kind of like a collection of YouTube tutorials and other stuff. Okay, area number 6. Okay, well, character modeling is not something that you will be doing in Unreal. You will be doing that most likely in Blender or ZBrush, and then you will import that to Unreal. You can also get into MetaHumans. It's always something that is gonna be, you know, something that people are using a lot. 6. Okay, here I wanna see if I can get this little tiny piece, and I believe this tiny little piece. into my other project. Right there. Boop. Awesome. Nice. And we can probably close this one for now. We might need it later. Blender or Maya? I suggest Blender since it's free. Maya is very good, especially for animation and rigging, but I think Blender is a great option. Can do like a lot of stuff. Let's see what else. I love how this looks. Right now I'm not working for anybody. I'm working on my own project. That's a cool character. We can definitely do something nicer with that one. I need to change the electricity color. That's another thing that I forgot about. But we're getting close to actually getting everything. Very close to what I had before. Collisions. The collision for the line traces. So bullets cannot fly through walls. That's a big one. That's a big one. That's a very big one. So we add ammunition, water, and food. Electricity, bullet, Niagara effect, color, change from pink to blue, and then I need to damn, I just forgot. Collisions. Go through walls. Okay. What else we need to do? The other thing, yeah, I cannot pick up items that are colliding with the interact door volume, but that's okay. That's something I am gonna figure out, and I have it already in my list. Yeah, getting there. Here we go from warm to cold. Let's see if it's actually working, the post-process volume. Warm. I don't see temperature change. Oh, it happens in here. Yeah, the volume, it's actually not... Yeah, it doesn't happen right in the line. Where the line is, it happens a little bit after the volume. Oh, sorry about that cabbage sound. That's kind of funny. Oops. That's some cool sounds. I kind of want to find another. Another playlist. Where is it? There you go. This is very nice. Okay, cool. Okay, everything's working pretty good. Here's another thing. For this area, I want to change the fog. This is something that I need to add to the console command for the ini file. Fog console variable add to the ini file, so we don't need to do this every time. Console to the .ini file. Okay, that's something I need to do. This little line, we need to add it to the ini file, but I want to see if I can activate that in playtime right here. Yes, I can. Awesome. So now we get the nicer fog. Sweet. Okay. There's another thing that I always I been forgetting to do, and if I don't stop right now and do it, I will forget for sure. So that is to get the roll animation Niagara effect off, because we don't really want that. The Niagara effect, that there's like a little dash kind of like effect, but I don't want that. It used to look very good, but it got messed up. Kind of need to tell the developer of the template that that effect for some reason is no longer working in Unreal 5.6. So here we're gonna add all of these things to this data layer, and yeah, we can probably add those two as well. Okay, now it's almost clean. Okay. That wall. Just want to make sure that there's only one asset using this actor, and it is just one. Just gonna reproject those textures. That's sweet. Nice. And the thing I'm going to forget about is to change the dash, take the Niagara effect. So we're gonna start here from the next playthrough. But the thing I wanna check is the roll animation. There you go. We're gonna open this up. There you go. Play effect on body mat. That little effect right there, those little lines, there were supposed to be another color, and they look nice in here, but they just don't work in playtime. They're appearing in the root, and they all appeared together. So we lost this effect, and I don't really need it, to be honest, so we're just gonna leave the notify in there in case you want to use something different. And when it comes to roll, just gonna get that off. Ah, that's very cool. That's the original one, the one with the green and blue, but for some reason it's no longer working. Which is kind of funny that it looks very nice in the preview, but something happened. Okay, dash L dash R, roll L, roll R, and I think we are good with that. Trail off, off, off. Yep, I believe that's it. Oh, we got more rolls. Let's check those. Oh, yeah. Let's take it off there. Oh, okay. This is montage or sequence. Nope, sequence is good. Montage. Yep, there's it. We cannot put anything. Nope, that's we're clean. We cannot really put effects on the sequence, just on a montage. Right, nice. Oh, now that I remember, I'm missing some grills, some of these grills somewhere. I don't remember in what part, but I was... Metal grill on area 2, I think it was. Yeah, I need to keep taking notes, because if not I forget. And all the testing I'm doing is worthless if I don't do the changes. I love the fog, how it looks. Oh, there's this other effect that I'm not sure about, this dust when they hit me. I need to take that off. It's good to test these enemies on a darker area. You can see all the Niagara effects. Okay. Let's do that stuff. And I have no clue how is it called? Hit. Maybe this custom react. Let's see. Is it that one? I'm not sure. Impact. Aha, there you go. I think I had that in my notes somewhere. Yeah, hit mid critical. So this one, we're gonna find reference, and we're gonna see where this comes from. Okay, maybe this is not the one I'm looking for. Okay, that's the one actually. And I want to find what animations are using this thing. So find reference viewer and okay, I know this is the one, the particle I want to get rid of from the animation montages, and I believe okay, let's see if we can find this one. Oh, damn it. There was another way. There was another way to find this stuff that I forgot. No, it's not a heat react, it's a... No, it's not a heat react, it's a... Damn. Okay, well, let's just check what is going on here. Oh, yeah, I think it's different. This one is set up actually differently. Oh, blood splash critical. Oh, I found this one. Now I can change the color of the blood splash. That's very nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, the reference viewer never lies. It's right here. Just get rid of that Niagara system. And I think that we should be good. De animal, y si quieren ponerme, yo le puedo regalar uno. Tengo 3 ahorita. De fijo que andaban buscando gente a quien regalárselos. Y creo que van a haber más ahorita. Y no, el tiempo que hay que gastarlo. Estoy seguro que sí se puede. Alright, we got that thing. Let's see. No, we are still getting the hits, the hit Niagara effect. Yeah, I don't want those effects. I don't want those effects. A reference viewer, where the heck it is? Okay. Oh, there you go. Let's clean that up. Yeah, I'm making a game. I'm making a small game. Alright, I think now we should be able to be good. Right here. Yeah, without the reference viewer, it will be very hard to find these things. Okay. Now, if we get hit, we shouldn't. Nice. Yeah, I got rid of that effect. And I think I got rid of the roll effect as well. Cool. That way. Because, I mean, for a kind of like a alien horror game like this, it doesn't really make sense to have those flashy kind of like effects, those Niagara effects. I'm not a big fan of those. They cool, look very cool for some stuff, but for this, I don't think it goes well. So now we got rid of that. How did you start with the game? Well, initially this project started as a environment. Like I just wanted to build like a cool environment and make like a walking simulator, like nothing too crazy. And then I got the RPG engine template, which is kind of like a survival shooter template, and then I started working with that template. And now it's been a couple of months. And now I managed to add some different enemies and kind of like customize a little bit more the thing. There's a long way to go still, but very, very happy to add some cool stuff to it. Yeah, I've been very happy with the developer of the template. He has been fixing a lot of things that I've been finding, which is super awesome. Like I've used 2 other templates. It's not like I have a lot of experience with templates, but yeah, this guy is really on top of it. Like he's just keep adding updates and fixing a lot of things. I wish more people use this template because I would love to find more bugs and just to make a better template in general. But I'm very happy. Like he fixed a couple of things that I was like really I was really trying to figure out. So I'm very happy with that. I mean, you don't really need to go to university for this thing. You can like really just do it on your free time. There's a lot of tutorials and resources, and yeah, there's actually no need to go to university. Being honest, I wouldn't recommend it nowadays. Going to university for game dev, no. I will probably go. And study something more stable, like get like a stable job in something like that, that is gonna be like a steady job and like a nice income to pay your bills, and do it in your free time, as a hobby. I think that's great. And you never know, you might come up with a great game and you might do a lot of sales. You might get a lot of sales, and then who knows, maybe you can go full-time into it. But doing it with that idea in mind of like, oh, I'm gonna become a millionaire with my $5 game, it's a very, the chances are very slim, very slim. But it is super cool. I'm not gonna lie. It is awesome to make something interactable. It's super cool. Yeah, working for other people is never fun. It's never fun. I worked for other people in game dev, and sometimes you get very cool people to work with, and sometimes it's not very cool. Like any other job, right? So that's the thing. And it's also very unstable. Like you might get like a nice contract, maybe for a year or something, then you're unemployed again. Then maybe you get another contract for a couple of months, and then you're unemployed again. And it's just the same thing over and over. So it's not really a stable career, to be honest. Not even if you are like a true professional that works for AAA games and stuff, you will still get your ass kicked like sometime. So I wouldn't recommend doing it as a career, but yeah, it's nice to do it in your free time. And now I think we how technology is advancing and everything, like I am very positive that smaller teams can make very nice projects. Like I think indie games now are going to really take over. Like we have seen like indie games getting more and more popular, and they're getting to a quality to like they can really like compete with AAA. Like Expedition 3033, I think it's called. It's a great example of like what a small team can do, and it's very nice, very cool. So I think it's time for smaller teams to do cool stuff and make their own thing. You have a level. Do I have a story for the game? Yeah, I don't really want to talk about the story because it's a little bit all over the place. But there is some story. I have some pages written. It's in the works, so I don't really want to wanna talk about it until I get it a little bit more in the place. Check if you have backup saved autosaves. Hey Zero, how is it going? Yeah, the engine crashes. There's a lot of things that could be giving you that issue. It's nice to see if you get any error messages and Google those messages. Sometimes it can be as simple as deleting your saved files and your how do you call those files? Let me check. Sometimes by deleting like this data cache and intermediate and saved and config folder, these four ones, it might solve it. But I will check the error message first to see what's going on. It is hard for sure. It is hard, but it's getting. Look at that. Looks like some M&M's colors. It is very hard, but it has never been easier at the same time. So it's a funny thing. Now you have better tools, more resources, better technology. You have Steam where you can anybody can pay $100 and put whatever they want to in there. So it's been there's never been a better moment to do it. There's also a lot of competition, but I think there's always space for more games, as long as you do something cool and that you're passionate about, and that kind of what's the word? Kind of scratches the itch for some specific type of game. I think there's going to be a damn, I'm lost. I got it. I lost my words. There's going to be people who will want to play it for sure. I deleted my level and all the levels stuff and migrated 2 times. Still have the same. When that one level opens in Unreal 5 crashes. Yeah. How do you start being a game dev? There are multiple things you can do. There's I will start with maybe a course. There's the UNF Games course on how to do an action adventure game. That will get you started, and you will feel more comfortable. Oh, I got stuck. Oops. And there's the Unreal Engine official course. There's a lot of YouTube tutorials. I'll try to stick more to a complete course. There are multiple courses that will take you from zero to something, and it's kind of like an easy way to get more comfortable with it. Because if you look at different tutorials that are not connected, it's gonna be a little difficult to put stuff together. But there's this survival course also from this YouTuber, I forgot the name. So that's how you can get started. there's a lot of templates that you can use, but I wouldn't recommend using templates at the beginning. I'd rather do a little course so you can get more comfortable. Then you might be able to use templates. When you have a little bit like the basic understanding of things, then it's gonna be a little easier to use a template. That's one way you can go about it. Okay, UNF. Let me show you. UNF games. Yeah, they have a lot of free stuff as well. Yeah, the intermediate config, data cache. Yeah, those are things you can definitely. Oh, it's solved. Nice. That's awesome. I'm happy that worked. Sometimes there's some stuff that Unreal saves in there that it causes crashes, so that's very awesome. Where can I search UNF games? YouTube. They are on YouTube, and they also have their website. They have a lot of free tutorials, so you can like get some idea of how this instructors kind of like work. And if you like them, you can pay for the action adventure course if that's something you would like to do. But they have a lot of free tutorials. Zero saved the day again. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm happy that worked out. It's very frustrating when when your project doesn't want to open. It's like, damn it. Okay, so yeah, I think we got most of things. Yeah, I think it was a successful migration. These mushrooms, I might just get rid of them. And there's a couple of things I want to change. Awesome. I'm probably missing a couple of things, but the project was successfully updated, and there's a couple bug fixes that we might be able to also do. Nice. Some of this stuff already got fixed, which I'm super happy. There's a lot of collisions for the bullet trace, fog console variable into the ini file, missing floor, metal grill area 2. Okay, let's change the electricity Niagara effect. That's something pretty simple that we can do now. Electric. I'm not sure how this is called. Oh, there you go. Electric ammo, bullet tracer. I think it's one of those. Actually, let's open them both. I think this is the one. I don't see anything here, so I think it's this one, electric ammo. And I believe it's just a matter of color. And I want to make it kind of like whitish blue. That kind of works. That's sweet. Let's check it out. Yay, and I think I got most of it. I forgot how to change the ammo type. That's the construction menu. Oops. That's cool. This UI is messing up with the other one. That's not so sweet. How do I get rid of this? Okay. I totally forgot how to change the ammunition type. Change the sight mode, aiming, Q, mouse wheel. Oh, nice. Change this a sight aiming, alt mouse wheel. Change a sight aiming. Wow, that's cool. There's a lot of stuff in this template that I haven't even tested yet. Okay, with B, we can change from casual, explosive, and electric. Now the electricity looks a little nicer. The problem with that is that the electric bullets, the radius is a little bit too big, which is kind of nice, but we could probably make it smaller. Radius, there you go, electric radius. Let's make it half a meter, which is 50 centimeters. And for the explosive rounds, I think we can probably make it 100. Let's try it like that. If we're very close, it does damage us. Yeah. All right. Well, that's cool. I think we are getting very close to where we left off. getting very, very close. Crash. The project for some reason is opening way faster now, which is awesome. I think that we should probably make a build and make sure that there's no funky new errors going on. Actually, let's open up this thing. When respawning, it respawns above the surface. Okay, that's something I still need to fix. Gun wall detection is activated when close to AI enemies. How to fix the retargeted braking when getting away from the character, as well as aiming through a scope. I think that one got fixed. Awesome, that's a big deal. And I just find out, he didn't tell me anything about this, but he knew about me. I mean, I told him about this one and he fixed it. That's awesome. How to make the scope more transparent, not milky. That's another one I need to get. Items cannot be picked near doors since they share the same input action key and the volume overlap. Okay. Bug enemies move and shoot while being stunned. Okay, that's a problem. Enemy slides while stunned. I mean, it moves, so okay, we got that there. I'm gonna just clean up these notes. Need to fix when loading a save game. When loading a save game, data layers do not get loaded. One solution could be having a trigger box that loads the area when the player spawns in there. And this will require the floor, at least the floor of the level, to be always loaded. Okay, cool. Request: can enemies do parkour? How to make CC unarmed enemies charge at me instead of shielding, or maybe shield and charge will be awesome, or charge and jump. The character walking speed will be awesome to change a little bit. And I think that's it. Yeah, nodes are getting smaller. That's awesome. I want to join the Discord, but it doesn't let me. Hey Gato, let me see what's going on in there. And I think we now can delete this one. Yep. Yeah, let's get rid of that one. Boop. Build, patrolling, it's okay. This is for the Steam. I forgot the add-on, like for the multiplayer feature. That's no problem. Okay. Nice. Okay, yeah, the list is getting smaller. I'm super happy. Yeah, this list is getting smaller. This is not a bug, but this is a request. This is not high priority. Also, this is not high priority. This is just, it would be nice to have, but it's not game breaking. Okay, yeah, it's not that much. I think I'm gonna send him a little message again so he doesn't forget. He has been very busy these days. Alright, let me check the Discord thing. And actually, let's play a little bit with the outside area. I want to see what the hell is crashing the project here. It's on the description. It says it expired. Yeah, let me check it out. Yeah, I was trying to make this Discord link always permanent, but for some reason it stopped working. So let me just check that out. Yep, it changed. Let me change it on the description. Yep, we got a new link. And it's available right now. Awesome. Yep, that's sweet. Awesome. Okay, so let's see what's happening here. Why is it crashing all the time? I know it's a very big thing, but it has to do with ray tracing. Hey. We got a new Discord member. Awesome. Yeah, I haven't used much Discord these days, but I need to post interesting stuff that I find about games and stuff. There's this game that I'm very excited about. Kind of want to post it there. Available builds, not yet. I've done a couple of builds, but the game is not to that state yet. I got a list of things that I'm fixing, which is getting every time smaller. These are requests. This is not super important, but these ones, if I get these fixed, this one also is not super important, and this one is an easy fix. So yeah, if I get these two fixed, actually, yeah, I mean, I should be able to release a build soon. I should be able. I'm thinking what to do with this. How to optimize this bunch of industrial stuff. I can break it into data layers. So for example, if I'm here, I don't get to see the other side. Let me check the world partition distance. Yeah, for some reason it doesn't disappear. You see how tricky it is? You see why it's messing up? It should disappear. Yep, it's not. You see, it's not disappearing with the world partition. That means that it's always loaded, and that's a problem. That's a lot of geometry to have always loaded. Yep, and crash. Boom, right there. I think I know what's going on here. Thankfully, the project is opening way faster, which I'm super happy about. I don't know what changed. I don't know what happened, but it's opening way faster than before, which is super awesome. I believe that it has to do with world partition, and I believe it has to do with maybe the data layer is set to forcefully loaded or something like that. I think that if I get it to disappear with the like the rest of the props with the distance, I think it should be good. Because the amount of geometry is not that crazy compared to the other rooms I have. So I think we found something there. We found something important. Wow, it's opening super fast. Wow. That's very awesome. These map errors are again the level related to the level blueprint. These are actors that are referenced in the level blueprint that are not loaded because they're on a data layer that is hidden. So that's stuff that is gonna get actually deleted. I just have it there as reference, but it's eventually gonna get deleted. So the problem is this one. The problem is this thing is not working properly with world partition. It's always staying loaded at the distance. So it says force load actors in data layers, release force load actors in data layers. Okay, let's release that. I'm not 100% sure that this is gonna fix it, but I do wanna. This is the tricky thing with world partition. It's kind of tricky sometimes. So if we get far away from it, it's always loaded, no matter where it is. Let's try something different. Is this spatially loaded? Oh, yeah, that's the problem. We need to make it spatially loaded. So it's loaded based on the player position, on the camera position. That's the problem. So we're gonna actually come here and select all actors. Did you learn by yourself or did you take any course related to that? I did take a UNF course game, and I did some tutorials, and I worked in an indie studio and as a freelancer, and yeah, basically kind of like I went to university because I'm a 3D generalist. I went to university for 3D, but then I got into Unreal, and I learned on just with YouTube and a couple of courses, and I'm still learning. Like there's a lot of stuff I still don't know about Unreal, especially related to game logic and stuff like that. No? But yeah, it's kind of nice. So select all actors in data layers, and here, there you go. We want to reset this. So it's going to be checked and it's going to be spatially loaded, meaning that it's going to be loaded based on the distance. And I believe this is what was really messing up. This is going to free memory based on distance. I'm not sure why it was unchecked. I don't remember unchecking this one. But I think that we found it. Now if I hit play and we go F8 to push to get away from the character, and then we go away from this, things should disappear like that. Yeah, there you go. Awesome. This is the beauty of world partition. There's nothing in there, and when we get closer, things appear and crash the engine. Okay, there's still something going on. There's still something going on. But that's one step forward. And I'm not getting any messages for the crash, but I believe it has to do with ray tracing, and it has to do with the ray trace shadows. So next step is gonna be taking the shadow casting off some of these meshes, which is not the best solution. It's gonna make things look a little strange, but maybe we can take some of the shadows off. That's gonna make things way lighter, way nicer, because we have a lot of little tubes and a little things, and that causes very detailed shadows, and we don't want that. I believe it's because this mesh is outside and it's the ultra dynamic sky, the sunlight, that is called like casting very complicated, very complex shadows. And Unreal is like, no dude, I'm not gonna take that, because yeah, you see there's a lot of little things, especially these things here. It's gonna cast a lot of stuff. That's one of my, that's like my best guess for now. And I can also tell because we can play and it works kind of fine, but when we move the camera very fast around this area, it crashes. It's like too much information for Unreal to handle. But at the end of the day, all we need is for it to work from the player perspective. That's all that matters. Like, if it works from here, we are good. We get stuff popping in the distance, which is not the nicest thing, but there's where you can play with LODs and like try to have some imposter, like lower level of details in there, so there's like a nicer swap. But that's another layer. That's something I want to learn how to do like properly. But it kind of works, to be honest. This is kind of like the cheap way of doing it. Like, next step will be actually having some transition between like a kind of like a super simplified version of this to a actual to the actual proper mesh. And I'm not seeing any ray trace shadow issues, which is nice. I was getting funky shadows, but now it looks fine. Those are things that I'm still trying to figure out. Yeah, this dash ability is a little bit intense. But it's nice. I made it a little bit softer, a little bit shorter, and it didn't feel that good. I was like, since the map is kind of like big in here, I think it kind of makes sense. Alright, but now the real test is to actually go in here and see if it crashes. If the game doesn't crash when going here, I think we're good. Okay. It unloaded all the outside and loaded this room right here. I love these cables and pipes and stuff, so nice. Here we had some fog, but I took it off because I thought that was crashing the thing, but we can add it back there. Okay, it's not crashing, which is good. Okay. This is a little rough texture, we might change that. Okay, I think it's working. I think it was the spatially loaded thing that was causing the problem. Most likely. And data layers are loading very quick, that's awesome. Okay, this is a problem, yeah, like what the hell? Oh, AI, it's tough, it's tough. It's working better than before though, it's working better. There's this AI patrolling blue, how do you call it, spline, that that I need to try. I think that's gonna fix the AI kind of like just wandering against the wall. But I'm very happy. Actually, the list is getting smaller. Like the list of bugs is actually getting smaller. I'm super excited about that. There was this girl in the chat. She was thinking about getting the template or not. She's also an environment artist, so I kind of need to like text her. Because she was like, oh, I'm not sure if I should get it, you know, I'm not like a coder or anything. If you install debug symbols, you might get a more detailed crash log as well. Oh yeah, that's a good thing. I think I didn't install that because of I was missing some space in the hard drive, but I need to check. I'm not sure if I have installed it. Maybe I did. Need to check it out. Because my Epic Games folder. Oh, am I full? Yeah, I think I'm full. We can throw this wood stick. What? What is this? What the hell? There's a percentage. Huh. Oh, how much you wanna drop? That's kinda interesting. Okay, I think that's new. Again, this is a thing that I would love to change. There's I cannot pick up this ammo because it's intersecting with the door volume, interact volume, and they both use the same key. So yep, that's an issue right there. Again, nothing like very important, but something that I will definitely like to solve. Okay, some funkiness with the mantling, but some things you gotta let slide. Like yeah, you cannot really just get everything right. Just I want to focus on the game breaking stuff. stuff that is just like, oh dude, like come on, like I cannot keep playing the game with those things. Those are the things I'm trying to pinpoint and focus on and get rid of. Then we can get into the little tiny things. That's funky. Ladder animation, kind of slow, not really super sweet. Takes a long time to go up in the last one. Here we are changing from two types of catwalks. That's not so nice. I think I might just cut this one here. Yeah, I'm probably gonna cut this thick one there. Another thing that I need to figure out is this. If I'm close to a wall, I'm blocking my view. So maybe with a material that makes the character invisible, or maybe we can, while I aim, go into first person. No, it kind of nice to just go like this. Yeah, that's another thing I need to add. Player back blocks view while close to wall, kind of thing. But nice. We have. I think I got the outside to work, which is awesome. Yeah, then we can make the environment more interactive. Like I would love to explode some barrels and these items. I don't want them to be. I don't want them to collide with the player. That's another thing that I could probably. Something like that. That's another thing that is very annoying. Like, oh my god, I just got stuck with this. Again, not like a game-breaking bug, but something I would love to fix. I'm debating like if having the flashlight attached to the body of the character or just to the gun, because for example if I run like this we cannot really see, which also kind of makes it fun in darker areas because you need to walk a little slower. Kind of like adds that. You cannot really run that fast from enemies. Yeah, this guy, I would love this guy to like shield himself like properly and don't receive like maybe 90% less damage or maybe 95% less. And I want him to charge with the shield to the character and stun the character while he charges. Like, totally doable. I just don't know exactly. I don't know exactly how to do it, but it definitely, I believe it's with the behavior tree of the character. Okay, area number 4, 5. Let's play from here. Nice. Wow, I can't believe I'm actually getting close to working on the logic of the thing, because I was just getting the level done, and now I actually have a cool level, and now I can actually start thinking about what's going to happen here, what puzzles I'm gonna add, what's going to go on. I have the water. We have a swimming system, so I kind of want to play with that a little bit. We have a toxic kind of like gas system, so maybe I can also play with that. We have doors with codes and keys, some simple puzzles to kind of like connect cables and stuff, which I'm not a super big fan of that one, but maybe I can think about something more interesting. So you need to kind of like connect some cables and stuff. Yeah, this is all kind of like just to slow down the player, to be honest. So he cannot just like fly through the whole environment in like 20 minutes. Which actually it takes around 30 minutes. Like if you go very quick, it takes around 30 minutes. So I believe I think that door is not properly placed. So I believe that with the puzzles and stuff, I don't want to make like very hard puzzles, but like I think with the puzzles I might be able to push this to 1 hour. And I might be able to, I really want to integrate the boss toolkit, I think it's called boss AI toolkit, something like that. I've seen somebody in the chat in the Discord integrate that one, so I think it's not gonna be super hard, because I would love to have like a boss fight at the end of the level, maybe even a chase scene. So with all of that, I think that we can probably get 1 hour of gameplay out of this. I think tomorrow I'm gonna check the collisions. There must be a way to do it through the property matrix, because there's just too much stuff to do it manually. So bullets don't really fly through the meshes that I have here. That was a nice ragdoll, kind of. There's also the quest. Yeah, there's also the quest system and the dialogue system that I haven't dealt with yet. I would love to learn how to how to get the dialogue system and the quest system. So basically you get a mission to go in here, and I might have a a I might have a some kind of like cutscene, I think, at the beginning. I I do have a little story in mind, but I'm thinking, should I make cutscenes, or should I kind of like make it into comic style, kind of like images that tell the story? Because I mean, cutscenes are just gonna take. It's gonna be a lot more work, and it's always cool to have like playable kind of cutscenes, but maybe I can make some very cool renders telling the story. In that case, I can really go hard with the level of detail of this. For example, I want to have like a crash site, so maybe I can make some renders, just go crazy with the quality and stuff. Yeah, cutscenes are great. I do want to have some dialogue scenes and stuff. We do have a system for that, but the advantage of making, for example, if I'm telling the story, there's like a crash site, right? This environment where the ship crashed and stuff, I don't need to make it like playable. I can just make a render of it, so I can save a little bit on the game size. It will be awesome to actually be able to walk around the desert and see the crash site in there and stuff, which is probably also doable. But yeah, I am thinking about it, because there's also this desert town that I have. It's a super cool desert town that I worked a while ago, and I kind of want to use it. So I'm thinking. Yeah, that's the game already is like is getting to 10 gigabytes, which I want to keep it small. I don't wanna make it too large in size. It's getting to 10 gigabytes, and I know there's a friend who can help me with compression. He told me he knows how to make the game way smaller. There's a couple things you can do to make it way smaller. Well, who knows, maybe, because I was thinking like this is a survival template, right? Like I have a lot of survival mechanics here, so I was thinking, what if I make like a 7 days to die kind of game, but it's not 7 days to die, it's 1 day. Every night you get attacked. So you have 1 day to build your base, get your thing ready, because you're gonna get creatures attacking your base every single night. That's a little bit of a faster kind of like cycle kind of thing. That could be fun. Because I really enjoyed that game. I played with some friends, and I think it's very cool. But what if we make it so it happens every night, and what happens if you die, so it's a little bit more rough like that. Hey, how's it going? Well, if you wanna learn how this framework works, there's a it's I'm using the RPG engine, which is a template that is it's on 50% off right now during the summer sale, and it comes with a huge documentation. So like if you wanna check like what's happening behind the hood, I think the documentation really shows a lot of how the systems are set up. Because it's kind of hard to explain it for me, to be honest. We're using the gasp animation system on a bunch of other stuff. Some Lyra logic from the Lyra shooter game from Unreal, from Epic Games, and yeah, there's a lot of systems getting combined in here. Oh shit. I think I ran out of... Oh my god. I think we ran out of bullets. Damn, these guys have a lot of health. Yep, I think I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna cheat because I know these characters, these enemies cannot go up. Yeah, I wanna make them jump though, because this is a little ridiculous to just have them standing there. And the scope looks just too white. We need to make it transparent. Like, come on, dude, what's going on? Wow, I think they have a lot of health. Yeah. Anyways, okay, I think we are close. Just wanna test the final two rooms just to make sure that everything's working properly when it comes to the level. The loading times are also working very fine right now, because the thing is that when you open the door, it loads the room that it's in front. That's kind of like the system I got going on. This is the problem, and I messed up right here. When you respawn, you appear on the on the roof, and that's a big problem. This is a game-breaking bug right here. It's not a bug. It's just the respawn height, which I don't know why is it set up like this. That's something I haven't been able to figure out where to change, and I hope I get the answer soon, because it's this is a big problem in closed spaces. Even in big spaces, you can get stuck in cables and stuff like that, or anything that's beyond. Like on top of the character. So I find this very, very funny. Like, why is the spawn height so tall, like so high? That's just doesn't really make sense. And I'm sure it's just like a one-click fix. It's like this easiest thing to fix. But I have no clue where to change that. I'm actually gonna ask the developer again today, because this is a This is a big issue. The lobster cockroach man. Yeah, I like this character model. Yeah, I can't wait to add some cool sounds to these enemies and everything. Yeah, flashlight is a little bit too strong, and also needs a light function, so we get a nice texture on the light, some nice flashlight texture. You can even make it like a triangle kind of thing, a little bit more sci-fi than your typical flashlight. Okay, cool. Well, nice. I don't have frame rate now. Yeah, it would be nice to activate the frame rate. I'm just gonna go to the final room. These guys are like, what the hell is going on? With E. Oops. I think it's E or G or... Huh. Now the elevator's not working. Is it because... Okay, there you go. Yeah. That's another thing. The character floats when you go down and it squats when you go up. That's kind of funny. I'm not sure why that happens. Oh, but the data layers are loading very fast, which is that's very good news. That's very good news. I think it was because we had some spatially loaded unchecked geometry, meaning that it was always loaded in memory. And I think that helps a lot. I'm not sure why that was not spatially loaded before. I'm not sure when I changed that or why, but very good thing that we figured that out today. And this is the final room. So here I'm thinking like one of these creatures breaking from the glass, making one of these the final boss of this level, and not sure, maybe you need to defeat it, or maybe you need to like plant some explosives here and then run away from it, and then he breaks from the glass and you have a chasing. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to do with the water, taking advantage of the water system. Again, some collision funkiness in the staircase. Or maybe we don't need to implant explosives. Maybe now that we are here, maybe we can have some kind of like control panel, and maybe we need to kind of like change the control panel so the heating stops, the cooling stops working, and everything overheats and it starts exploding. So we kind of like sabotage this thing. I think that might work very good. One thing I'm missing is the drones. I need little drones like welding and fixing stuff, because we don't have workers or scientists. So I believe like having little drones floating around, that makes sense. Maybe we can have a couple of scientists. Oh, oops, I'm missing my catwalk here. Oops, just realized that. Yep. Oops, that's good that we realized that. It's not until you really test these things that you realize all the things that are missing and stuff. But that's no problem. We're gonna get it from the cryo chamber. The outside unloaded, hidden, research facility unloaded and hidden. Okay, we're just gonna get that thing. From my previous version of the project. I have like so many versions. It's time to really clean this up. It is this one. That one is gonna take us a little bit to open, and might as well just double check if we're missing anything else. Okay, here, and I think that's the only thing we're missing. These things I haven't finished yet. Yeah, I think we will be good with that. Okay, let's get that little mesh. And yeah, it's 10:30. I think I'm gonna leave it here for now. I'm just gonna finish that. And we got some progress today. Oh, nice. Oh. And I'm still gonna find a couple of things that are missing here and there. But we should probably have most of it. Okay, we fixed the outside, which is awesome. Now it's not crashing. And yeah, we fixed a lot of stuff today. The project is opening way faster than before, which is very impressive. I don't know what happened, but that's very good. Okay, so here we're gonna get this mesh that I'm missing from the cryo chamber. I still don't know why the project opens so fast. The other one, I mean the new version, why it opens so fast. Oh, there you go. This is what we're looking for. So the mesh I'm missing is this one. I'm missing this catwalk that did not get copied over to the other side. So we're gonna get that one, and we're gonna get this one, and I believe those are the two meshes that I'm missing. yeah, to be honest, I'm learning a lot of stuff about migrating and moving like big environments from one project to the other. And here we are just basically gonna put it in there because we already have this mesh in the content browser, but it was not there when I actually copied the data layer, so it was an empty reference. Now the reference, this project knows where things should go. That's super awesome. We got that. And with this, I think that we conclude today's live stream. It took me around 3 days to update the project. I know there's a better way to do it, but it's also nice to know that I'm using the newest and cleanest version without dragging any of my old logic to this new version. So I'm kind of like making sure that everything's is nice. And also I'm not exactly sure what changed during the previous version and the new version, so I'm like, might as well just basically move the static meshes. Okay, nice. So okay, I'm gonna push that down, turn that off. Okay, boop. We don't need that copy for now. And this is the latest version, which is no longer 5.0.1. It's actually there's been changes already to this. We are on version 5.0.3, so there are right here two changes. There are two changes to the template that I need to make. And I need to keep up to date because fixes are coming up, and they accumulate and stuff. So then it's just a bunch of little fixes. These are very quick to do sometimes, but sometimes they are confusing, and you need to ask like what exactly you need to change or how to do it. So might as well just get those done. Okay, cool, nice. Another thing. Now that we are here, might as well just put that into the cryo chamber data layer. That's awesome. Awesome. Yay. Okay, we got the outside working. And I think the project is I think it's I'm not sure if I'm missing something, but anyways, we have the older versions. We can always go back and check. But I think everything's updated now. This is such a small landscape. That's funny. It's kind of funny because I want to keep the resolution of the landscape small so the errand landscapes work properly, but the size is smaller, and I need to figure out how to deal with bigger landscapes but with lower resolution, and we get a crash. Yeah, it looks like the camera Unreal, like, probably it's just too much at the same time, rendering at the same time. Maybe the ultra dynamic sky lighting or dust, or I don't know what it is, but hopefully, like, thankfully from the player perspective it doesn't happen. It's just when you like pan out and move the camera very fast that happens. And the project is loading way faster, which is something very, very impressive. I am not sure what changed, but this is also very good news when the project opens faster. That's pretty fast compared to what it used to last. Navigation, these map errors, yeah, I know. Those are the template data layer referencing level blueprint actors, but it's okay. We're gonna delete that for the final build, so no problem. Final build, that's a funny word. All right, cool, nice. Yeah, it works very well from the player perspective. This is another thing I want to request. The back from the character, it moves a lot. Like, it looks like some kind of like seaweed, or I don't know, some I don't know how to say it, like water balloon or something. I don't know. That doesn't look very sweet. That's another thing I would like to see if we can change. That's just a request. That doesn't really, it's not a big priority, but yeah, kind of want to add it to the lighting. It's I remember the lighting being a little, maybe it's too dusty. I will just add it. Player spine bones, kind of like moving too much while holding weapon. I think, yeah, just gonna add it there. Something that kind of bothers me, that it will be very nice to fix, but again, not a priority. Magically, the ray trace shadows are not bugging out anymore. I don't know what happened. But now we don't have those issues anymore. It's kind of nice when things just kind of like solve themselves, like fix themselves without. Nice, we're getting that shiny. So yeah, I want the weather to change. Since we're using the ultra dynamic sky, that's not gonna be a big deal. I need to set up the dust and water material on the props, so we get that shininess or dust particles. Oh, we are getting those ray trace shadows falling on a nanite low poly mesh, and I believe this is based on distance. I believe if we get close to this, or if we get very far away, okay, well, in some meshes it did change. For example, here. I'm still not sure what's the best solution for this. Oh, there's an option where you can change the ray tracing fallback shadow mesh, something like that, like the proxy mesh where the ray tracing shadows are going to be projected on. I think it has to do with that. I think the floor looks a little bit too pixelated. Anyways, I'm not dealing too much with the environment, with the landscape, because that landscape might get wiped. Foliage and landscape, those things are things I haven't been able to move from one version of the template to the other, so I'm not gonna worry too much. If I get to build a final, if I get to build a make a proper build, then I will just give it a nice look into the tiling and stuff. Oh, but yeah, let's it's time to take it easy for the rest of the night. Sweet. Yeah, looking great. We got a lot of progress today. Super happy. A lot of like boring stuff that I was actually kind of like I didn't want it to do, but it's good that we actually got to do that. It's funny, when I change to this preset, the shadows, the ugly shadows disappear. Might have to do with the intensity of the light. I'm not sure. Alright. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, everybody.